Yes, sir. Accra, Ghana. Yatnas ye babedin, come on. We're here to update you on art and entertainment. Your friend Crazy Abwaje. But I say. Now, as I say, we're fine. Studio no mo till queer ni partner say Kojo King and Crazy NS. Mempam for one number boa me ojumedie so and awie. No miensa ba pausima miensa Peace 1043 FM Sonia. This is Entertainment Review. Jumedie here art and entertainment and ho ansem. And here we are, Kegumusano. Entertainment in common. And here, Baby D. Okay, all right. So, yeah, no, if you want to say, yes, share and come on, I see. Now, anyway, come on, the SHCF, Nyuntuni Bakwa, Yanyan in TSA with Filimu. Now, Nigeria Nyuntuni. Now, I don't think I babidin home come away, HSA. Ninyum, Nyumbia, Ghana for, Esumu Papa, Ghana for, and so in the Bri, Etonium. How say na babetu dwase we free mu no enkomo no bebre na akoso ebi se cancer ene kun no ekire information na eba no ehese enye sa na tie se ne city se cancer no enye sa na tie na your friend Osinachi Nwachukwu na ebi edino me bo aro ahwe akose wan so ni Osinachi ni Nwachukwu ni account but me sure say bia ne nyom no de me pia tumu a ubehu enti mami pia ne nyom no nto mu kakra na tie mami e ba bedi ne ho nkomo ya we firi mu sisie yi na enkomo no yemfanto aso. Anthony Modipier 2017 Ekue me assure say what you made that. Niaba betoja HS make us say we free mu. Now let's share some of the stories no be about Bontin so far. Na yene mempamfo nso amohanum say ending common. This one here me pese medisha say na making kama or see Osinachi family reveals cause of death of Ekueme singer husband's whereabout. Now family of late Ekueme singer Osinachi Inwachuku has denied report that she died of cancer. Osinachi's death was announced on Friday night. However, it was later alleged that the singer died in the hospital after suffering domestic violence from her husband. Osinachi's sister, who is the first daughter of the family and was identified as Mrs. Favor Madi, told Vanguard on Sunday that Osinachi died as a result of a cluster of blood in the chest from the kicking she got from her husband, Mr. Peter Inwachuku. Quote, "We heard it was cancer that killed Osinachi. She did not die of cancer. The husband, Mr. Peter Inwachuku, hit her with her leg on the chest. All this while, he has been beating her, but my sister hides all that she was passing through from us." End of quote, she said. She said the family had advised Osinachi to leave the marriage, but she prayed that God will change her husband. Quote again, "We told her that they are not divorcing and that it's just a separation, but she felt that God is against divorce. We told her that separation is not a sin, but just for her to stay alive and take care of her children. She will always tell us to relax and that the man will change." Quote, "So when the man kicked her in the chest, she fell down and he took her to the hospital, but he did not even tell us. It was a friend who lives in Ebonyi State that called her twin sister because Osinachi has a twin sister to ask, 'Did your sister tell you that Peter hit her on the chest?' The sister then told her, 'No. It was the hitting on the chest that killed her. My brother had to ask the doctor what killed her, and the doctor said that there were clusters of blood on her chest,' she revealed. Madi further stated that the doctor was not aware that Osinachi was kicked in the chest. According to her, Peter had boasted that he was going to separate Osinachi and her twin sister and stopped her from being close or visiting her village, Isuochi in Abia State. She added that Peter has not been arrested as alleged in some quarters. She also confirmed that he beat her sister severely and was fond of collecting her money while she is left with nothing. Madi added that Peter did not contact their family when Osinachi died until 8 p.m. when he casually informed their mother of the death. Well. So Vanguard, the Democrat of Nigeria, and this asemi, Omadi Atuja, Wamuchichimu, se Ekueme, Mamia watu sanyumi, Osinachi Nwachuku, we free mu omucheche kwan fa so a free mu efiade ya atwemu ina babeto dwa se maame no free mu na ebeto dwa se free mu no nia na bi e kan se o yese eye cancer na ekunu enso nchichi mu aba efi ne busuafo hodom se ne sister aye free no Favor Madi woni eye Vanguard de obokrata no kwisiade atwemu no mu di nkomo no chese da bi enye sa na tie nia wo nim asebusua ene se yesi moja gina ne sister ne kokoso ni nyina ne se ni kun atuo ne nan otu ni nan ene ode wo ne kokoso ode pem ne kokoso say pine according to ne sister no na eno ene ma moja gina ne sister ne kokoso a wode sa yensonumu ena ne sister free mu o say doctor no kura no onim se bibisa akura say ni kun no ye bibisa Niku no tabu no papa wo bu eye urei wo bu no tase ye kase be ma bu be oba wa wade ase a ne yire a wo se eye niku Peter nwa atwiko de untimi nyini mfim wo bo ne sister papa e ma busua no kra ka kire ne sister say awade no wonyai won firi awade no mu ne sister say da bi won firi mu empo busua ka kire say okay enya se asi gya awade o twe ho firi eye ukun hu kakra na bia wo twe ho firi hu kakra ebro eni ayakayaka di awade ye ono e bia wobesesa wo si da bi ewrade twerɛsɛm no empene eye awade gya so enti ono no ne sumo so as Kristo ni de obetena awade na se ene wotena se ne kun bono wo gini sikedi wo ye na yakayaka de ne wotena ho me meyo awade gya de anyo ne wote awade asesa na be men ebro sa ne woto ni utu ni nan ne kokosu se pan me ka se mami what this yensonumu ena mami what dey free mu ya what dey free ya bro bema timi bonu yira sa aden official video no best 9 days ago no mo upload YouTube now. Yeah, Baba Kwamano so akwadin komo, but back on so what I'm saying I just want to share with you says husband arrested after death of gospel singer Osinachi Nwachukwu. Source that's BBC says the husband of deceased Nigerian gospel singer Osinachi Nwachukwu has been arrested following her death. Now local outlets report Osinachi 42 died on Friday in a hospital in the capital Abuja. A spokesperson of the police in the city is quoted by the Daily Trust and Punch websites as confirming the arrest of Peter Nwachukwu following a complaint from the singer's brother. It is unclear if Mr. Nwachukwu has commented on his arrest. Osinachi rose to fame in 2017 for the gospel song Ekueme, which she sang with Prosper Ochimana. She was also the lead singer at the Dunamis International Gospel Center. Senior BBC so report no say Osinachi Nwachukwu ni kunu Peter Nwachukwu omachino so Councillor DY Donko ewa mano so I pese ni di nkomo asemi bae ebi church o madwen kasa bibre wo ho sei na yankoji kakra enfi Councillor that say okay I think we've lost him on the line e be say bia en sabetimi akana as ye say bia en sabetimi akana ma me nko studio no manum sei na meni mempanfo so enhyase eni nkomo ewie mu studio no manum sei se medical dia tudwa say Kojokin wa ha Kwesi Ernest wa ha sanso ena tilie kua nipa wa Kwesi ma me hyase enfiu so Osinachi minim say bia uhyia no pen unino di enyankita odie bi minim say ne nyum ekueme ade abedi Ghana hafa amanfo bebre eto sorry ahudo no bebre eto ni aba betodwe wagyenche
yeah Kwesi I think say mami a wahwere ne nkwa yayaye was saa kwan so from abusive marriage na samo ya bebre na moboso memom de Kwesi beka ya asadata ma omu release ekweme no was saa mrena na amanfo bebre eka se Ghanaian gospel Ghana Nigeria nyom overtake Ghanaian music until I was one of the few persons may raise issues about it say other than yema space na ye dey promote Nigerian gospel especially with I do me from for so much akra we almost say ekwe and it was I had the inspiration from the lady Kwesi say we bia what say ye otie saa anyum ye boy na we related to maame no ebra ye release saa Ekueme saa particular song na Kwesi to be told and say it was in a part na oto ye no the influence impact or the man no attack or the man no and ma we are crab doors I no crab particularly from a realistic point of view amount for any bed ever done you because my man na ho fama and no wonder and na we free mu and a man hunu baby a ni inspiration and na drive no ewo because otonwom no ama esu kra o chese o hwese de no wo su e wo nwom a rotum a wo techere wotum so nipa no wo to nwom no from nakomam chese wo yo bia wo ko bibim but you cannot as at that time no wontumi fa hunu ba bia no onam because you could just see say a true believer bia chese nwom no ahya nakomam eno na enam so otumi nya inspiration no e de to nwom no ene ane ye ina ye hunu say sana wo ko bibim sana maame no wonam bibim a wo fa bibim a na chese ebro so ebro nipa desene adwene ne nte ase so kwasi na niwo eye bebre pa na enei se obepemit me a nyame se enka ne krani sa maame we asamo asi kwasi table yachi ye discuss baako ayesi e wo Canada ewura bia no aware one sofo ene na ete na ayi sofo no attempt threaten oba no ese wobeku no na oba no ye hwe han ode na busuafo ne nua bema ewura ne nua bema cry insist say need sister onja ejapade na wo fie ho no na anke beya anke won twe ne ho na won free aware na se as a that day na that did no cry na ne bra ne code fie on mo no na ewura no ye pack ne oma na obetwe ne ho no she was going around looking for documents any properties minim dia no ode kwakoye kwasi document here wo kan wo phone so maye the same thing pepper na ode toto ho a we so wo kan no story no kire say ni nua bema kasa kura e ka kire maami say ewrai aware no menua ba twon ho free sa aware ne bema yi wo beku kwasi and it's unfortunate say we have two Christian marriages. One of a pastor, one warrior oba no or software threaten or so bekunu oba na mua. Kopem say be man tru to po I told you I will kill you we kunu so ampa. Sa pepe na we so aba to so a we so a strong believer in the person of this woman. Bema we edi ne dibro pa the more dru pa the more diankasa. Chese busuando manu gu so no. Ewra ndra no obi ye comment no obi sase na busuafo we mfa kopem say we can south story and me bay na no I was on the heat say I was actually going to look out for where be na busuafo wa omo trans ye hwe han masade owo therefore to say abefo mo de hie ko to say we kan ya wo kire say ni nua be makra so ene abusuafo no ina no ekọ ewra no so say onja ware no ena ono ka kire omo say eye for better for worse. Say better for worse dear and na sa worse dear ya me say nka no krani maame no wadi ne ho dem pa say owo ye wo wi wadi ono ankasa ne ho dem enkwase wo anya Christianity dabi enya sa na yankopon bo nipa sa mra wi asesa and I'm so saddened because I'm so saddened and pained by the torture any kwanya maame we afaso a wo Otu Nyankopon fie and yet she was carrying a burden. Wo bondum de mawia sermon saying na nkrofo de bompaye nkrofo de ye mpaye mu ode wo prayer camps ahodo and yet onu nipa na wo bon nwum no bra wantumi amfa ne nwum na amfa nje onu ankasa no wantumi amfa nwum na amfa nje onu ankasa ne kra ama mami edina werehwo saa mabaman edine de brosa akunu enai woman so much no bibi sase kwase police station se prison ban e de papa ne bekọ a ebetumi de mapa maame we ne nkwa e de na ba wiase ahefa police station ne prison ban e na ebetumi de sa papa we de na akoto a ebetumi replace maame we ne nkwa wa hwe no wiase anu nti na mejina sa programs me ka kire emma wo krom ha ina nse kwase oba bia wo krom ha wie wo tie me ne ntia se aware enye deformity. Marriage is not a deformity. So we are now by we are one warrior. It doesn't mean that you are deformed. In fact, it is better to go to heaven in full than to go to heaven with such a situation, such kind of nonsense death. I'm telling you, it is better, sir. Uba present to full body, dear question and name Coposro. Say, Jade, the man and a massa dear bay. Since Uba Quaco, Bama dam for behold, Miss Bruno Kunu, in the name of Meniawum, Mawoba, in the name of some Mawoba, it's our property, in the name, and sometimes, when you listen to some of the excuses, they look so flimsy and so nonsense to the point, say, like, you don't even understand it. Say about Besebeka say minimum quantity 2 bedrooms and this is what the super second grade Roman Sumukra because of how 2 bedrooms needed. Let me stay there for the man to kill me. Okay. Nonsense, absolute nonsense. There's one woman be a minimum of Facebook because if you are mean to me body. There's one woman be out or to man or go through the same torture. Last week, I have to intervene. Or to Facebook, as somewhere by, Facebook, on also look at a hypocritical person like that. Wako Facebook, and on also the woman didn't try. Meanwhile, last week, Uncle I want better Facebook, hypocrite, and we better on a wish crocodile tears. And I'm sending the inbox. Let me say, you are here writing. Make sure you don't call me next week. Because Yababu, Sadia will try Yababu this week. And from where he's going, that is what is happening. A lot of women have condoned for whatever they eat. I don't know. Who told you? If it is our mothers, then they have done us a lot of disservice. Because of whether it is from the church, whether I don't know where it is coming from. The church has presented marriage to look as if say, Obi or Babe say warrior no bako heaven. I'm telling you. The church have presented marriage to make it look like sequences so a babesi and warrior won't go heaven. And to what you saw them one, a do question that preacher preaching now say, God will bring your husband. God will bring your husband. This type of an abusive husband, may God never bring this type of man to a woman. Okay, Christian has made us say, Messa about Sibium now, in Yanuso Macano, my Jinche. So, Yakamano Sunan Capes any cancer DY, Donko Dinkomo, Wabeka and Sa, I was saying to me, Baba Mano Aquaba. But let me again share this with you. Stories nibi that one thing yebusebisa ebusia like it's a for yebusebisa asemi betoja. One of the question na umubusa ye efa nikun ho. And just by the way, Osinachi, according to the story, okay, I'll get the correct number of Enkoda Dodoa, but let me just share this one here with you. That says, so what is the husband saying now? Say, and check out, and Pacho baby, check out what the husband said. They have to pay attention to what I'm saying, Pacho. Check out what the husband said. He says, so Omubisa said, what is the husband saying now? The husband is just boasting. Before now, he told the twin sister that he's going to separate her and her sister, who was his wife. He doesn't allow us to come near Osinachi. And she said, Bema no kra, and you say, what sounds so cry? Bodre wodi awrusi chese wa mama na beti so se me ka kire mo se wo ya ta Osinachi ne so ya ta enti da bia be ma ne ka se obetete omuntem asintafo no enti peni ni kakra enti se minim se Osinachi no epeni o se ne sister favor no ye kakra anu de minim ba yasu okun no se obetete omuntem and we are see some kind some metite only sister and them so when you see counselor I want to say counselor yeah that's so about cancer yeah me sure what is asemi mami nenyom minim say so de bebre wo Ghana hanum see ekuwe me omoto ene nenyom ahodo bebre what you know dear pa na na koso trim any story about it say from abusive marriage.
Betty no me one kakra dey ka me share with you for answer Betty no say osofo the counselor and wo ba me nim no me hia ne dade ba ne nyom ye to asode ne nyom ye tie ne nnwom hyɛ nkunan ade a wɔne ho ɛmɛ wɔn akora ne sɛ wɔtɔ dwom ɛwɔ wɔn kasa mu kora na wɔnte kasa na se a wotie nnwom de keka I wasn't to go not just that she's somebody who is really gifted and talented by God any kwan sɛ nka way to know temete and I was really shocked and surprised nanso so ade baako a yɛ me wɔn wakakra ne sɛ na bibusa mo so ɔkɔ asɔre bɛn na ɔkɔ asɔre bɛn na de sɔfo no hwan na bi sɛ busa sɛ eti ababa wa wenye obi ane na mmɔ nkɔmɔ ana wanya obi antu ne fo ana ɔkɔbɔ nkɔmɔ so wɔka de sɛn ɛna kyerɛ wɔn a ɔbɔ nkɔmɔ no because it looks as if some of the stories I've read wɔne bi mo bɔ nkɔmɔ de da wɔne bi mo kasa de da a wɔn ate na no asɛm
I'm looking for a story bi am de bɛbɔ ubusa sɛ asɔre bɛn ne sɔfo no an
okay now me busa say it looks as if some of them kept encouraging her nyame bɛyɛ ɔhia kuma da nyame nsɛm nyame kra the song the book and days no dane na kuma Paul kra nsa na ɔbɛyɛ Paul no na ɔyɛ so nyaji ya de mpaebɔ is mpaebɔ bi yɛ jimie mpaebɔ I want to emphasize on this. There are some prayers God will not listen until you allow your brain to do the thinking. Now, in the church, we keep saying that God hates divorce. And then the idea God hates divorce. When you divorce, then it means that one, you are not accepted in society. Number two, you are not of God. Number three, sometimes, some way, somehow. The people reject you spiritually in a way. Say, they see you from another level. Say, what dear? Divorce the crowd themselves so but you see we need to understand that
okay yes but so Bible said
God hates divorce but you need to understand that to come out from marriage is a choice you make based on where you are, what is happening, and what is surrounding you. To me, God hates divorce. Me divorce. But should my wife cheat, I make a choice and a decision. Now you need to understand that every decision you make comes with good results or bad results. So every choice you make depends on you. Sister, the crowd bono, what to make a children the crowd on any ma. Mumbu mami, no more bono.
Osino GDS said Nikumbesa. Brebush tunu for crowd. See,
now our GDS said Nikumbesa.
Yeah,
and I made sure I said, and Kansana Nikumbesa. The first thing the woman should have done, number one, separation. Bama wa bo I will go studio. What is studio to you cry? Now we'll see what somebody. I was saying number one. What top papa no my main can I say? Yeah, booby yakumi. Fear. Pack your things, separate yourself. Don't just jump to divorce. Separate yourself. Let your family understand and know that our dear one engineer Boacho, now they are saying about where they are. Now they should come and talk to the man and his family. Ya Jaya wadia, man trawon wusa. No wufuya. And so what we are saying to the family and the women listening to us is that if your marriage is not working, what the Pentecost, what the Uncoy, nowadays, and our elder, and our decade, what the Assemblies of God, what the Action Chapel, what the young story movie, what the Uncoy about, what society will think. Listen, if you're looking at what society will think, and then I'm sure who the society will talk about it. So one of the problems in Tiamaledi went to be Kuya, the Ancrophobeka, Mayanyum Tuni, one Becca said, now everyone wants to say the church is so hypocrite. The church is so hypocrite. Say, when Yaya Wadiano, when Yana Trema, one Becca story say, who Jaisha, one Becca so you Christian impo, and Wajawadia. So say, what I am saying is that for me, I am shocked. Disappointed. The woman should have left the marriage a long time. Okay. Long time.
So for my main kind way, and I can't way, Mom, Osinachi's death. Pastor Enechi was not aware. Daughter reveals next action. Now, daughter of Pastor Paul Enechi of Dunamis International Gospel Center. And by the way, Dunamis International Gospel Center, Deborah has disclosed that her father had no knowledge of the physical abuse of his snatches in Wachuku's experience. Oh no, ni papa chese so for no I this Dunamis International Gospel Center no ne baba and wakotro Facebook said na ni papa nim
na kola di defend ni papa No, you don't even know the relationship, the tightness between Singano and the papa. So why you shouldn't defend your father? Yes, so you shouldn't. So me for the girl to even defend the father.
So because of some of the things they be high, and yes, be because you dika.
Yeah.
Say whining is awful.
Yeah.
I saw the band walk.
Yeah.
And in your home.
Yeah.
And akwada me so no so atini okay bi.
Yeah.
My father has always been an advocate for removing oneself from a deeply unhealthy marriage. It is spread across the fabric of his ministry. The clear fact that he has always ensured the weak are protected. It is not different in this situation. Everything was done to ensure the departed was removed from her situation, and in lieu of that, she was cared for as much as possible. Bear in mind that there was no knowledge of the physical abuse. If such had come to light, we wouldn't be here. And abayo ani chese ni papa ni mu a kan ye si ni nsi.
Enti ne papa su ni man ko be da hu. Enti I don't know defend the papa. O ma ni papa na mbie na no na Japan. Uni ma de bi. I'll be real. Most of our head pastors and our senior pastors, most of our fathers, they cover up things for us. So they will go like, "One send you out bear me, I will tell you no. I what GD wa hey, uni baby. Ujaya wa dia send you out bear me no ye ni guasi. Am be calling enemy ministry." I'm being real. I'm a pastor, and I'm telling you, it's me baba kwala wa tojum, and we be chimpana wa America. Guy in ye gay. One guy na me be catch na me bani say, "Unim, uja na obi abeka say me marriage cancel it me to me and 2 for ye." In that guy and then what done we not just me cancel ya me enko ye sir. So most of the fathers, in the name of people know me, will go like chain menjano. Yes, so beka say me head pastor krano. Matrawa me ba obey me. We go na what ye we jan tie or be kata so. Any ye kuno no.
But Abayona again, I say it also came to my attention that many who knew her personally were not entirely privy to her situation. It's even more disheartening to know from an account of her twin sister that she wouldn't let her spiritual father be made aware of the gravity of the abuse she suffered. This therefore informs how I address things.
The gravity of it, meaning that suffering be, but no one will think it is. It can cry no one done or well,
Mintia yes, but Mintia say hono yes, I say no ben crown. Now do na nim say BBC koso. But
as some way by and be pacho chairman. As some way by ye. What would you do about from the church, the family, and from the studio? Maybe or yannyum.
So, utie story no afenumi nu na. Dear woman fifia kasa. Yes, I say to a boss if you say. Mameno, she was disclosing something. And not all the thing that was happening. Because on one kasa mameno, she was actually trying to protect the music ministry.
Yes, and
the gospel ministry not no. She was even trying to protect it at the expense of her life. And not no. Until on one case, mama, apart from we a church and a cartoon, mama no for ministry as a gospel artist.
Yeah.
Until on one case, mono also say.
Ministry no
collapse. One thing, what because say. Me and my boy, me because supposedly to mean say. Society no crown nipa na amanfo grabe lose faith in her. Say no wabeje ewu ama yetianum ne yedi agbobo. Until what she wanted to actually prevent no and then yet won sabre ya yesu.
But maybe
she has left us a course.
Maybe the say the few people around that knew the situation. What shall be a nyame beye tobo bibia beye fine.
So because any information for but nyame kan sisia no. Utie ni ane twin sister ne kan say ni brother ne kra ka say yes say o de atwe ho fi so they said not divorce enya awade jaye
separation
twe ho fi be man ho kakra by no kra ne sister ne say da bi
e kan conclusion na say sister na ku ni mu one woman ho kwan no wawu
to some extent yeah
and then kase kwase agbaji bo enyum we ma ewura no eyi na obo no wrong owo pass na me wumada ahọ na kase obo ma ewura no because she actually wanted it.
That means that
she saw the death coming, she saw it coming, she
wanted to say pack out na firifia kakra na yɛnhwɛ ne yɛbɛyɛ. I think some we did back also from baby or young no. Studio whatever guy no body na mo music. Or young man on recording
beat maker no.
Beat maker no so tuneful. Actually say so ba studio back. Ah what to tell you me say nyom na nya de say dey oti ane asotro wam e wo studio ho. And I say, hey sister, the Osuni, Yena Parky, never free our dear Nasi, sister, and say no only Sikakro de Befaka. We read another account this morning, say, Nema, Aya, the way we in the match, let's say, one of the papa in Amkrana Kasaka says here, papa and husband need to be see, Nehereno, a cool sister, or to be seen no Lord Quemanajo. Na akromfo kraje the bag na sister ya struggle aso nanti yo so e de omo wan no obafie ento dem nyame be ya na no ne ya kire enuama me say that's not solve a problem. Also when you are through this violent ade no na wo bi to fo kire say separate yourself and no kire say sabi unye kristoni unkwan. You need your life to serve God.
Okay, kwesi Michelle, kwesi Anes, mpacho mama unia no musu kebi. Kwesi
mani bebre su kase.
Kwesi mpacho ma unia no mun kebi. Mesamba so.
Ubasamba. Man chebra.
Tili mami ntio kakra. Penfo no agensem nafa. Kakra na kinsumrem.
We awofo ana we family member ana we sofo maame omo na omo de ema no engage more. Asema I want to know what the sofo maame has to say more than even the papa no, because omo no ema na de omo asem bro omo. Question am person me bisa ne say, and as asema person me kan say we sofo maame panyin a o area mu na se obi ed na wari asem abeto anim say ye bo me na wetimi akacha ne say sa koma. Bow your head in shame, because the reason I woke us on cut now are no say and them how many that former sa reason no obetimi dia kwana, because her reason I still like cow say the child is left without a mother. Now as some person me can say we are hypocrites as Christians, so much so that to see anu demo she should have left neke was so then okoye nsua na ka woman way na. I said there's young Christians we gratify about or suffer our real say a divorcee. Wow, suffer our real when they say endurance, mind you, crown be any heaven yedema imba or suffer our real. There's never a crown like that. Bible and baby so suffer our real. And I think say it's about time. Some women fellowship they reform their messages to the women they should reform their message. They should let them know that it is okay to live a marriage when you are dying in it. It is okay, because uko heaven that's what I say me emma what special crown say endurance and a message is on modema emma and our there ateti wom our there. It is wrong. Problem say any marital problem is a stupid man who is beating you. Sorry to say, because our real problem is then you have to deal with it as a family. And now and now accident. It's not when the man is deliberately taking the soul out of you. That is not marital problem. That is stupidity that women are enduring for far too long. Obi mami papa enua wotimi akacha obi a oti aware aye hwede mu se kotene mu still I don't know what to say to you, but bow your head in shame. And the last thing is women should know that, or whether mothers or family or the church or who say I say in my utmost purpose we are say aware no. That is the biggest mistake that has happened since Usha Bible Mukra up until now. It's the biggest mistake. Our tradition or my passing from culture to culture say in my idea, I said we are singing na say one of the biggest mistake I say it goes down into the minds of women. From church, from the house. My man who say if they are not suffering in marriages, just say they are not going to the heavens, they are not fulfilled as human beings. Shame on us, shame on any mother, and shame on as of Mami. Sorry, there.
Kojokin, Mami Tio, Namima, counselor, and Beji the last comments, Yampon, Yanko Ness issues.
Okay, see, is Nigeria and Casano, domestic violence, high kakra. We ma bear me and son, according to research, a mubako so far a form of domestic violence. You will tribal cry from Mutiva Omono to Obu Oba, and on a form of love I will express it. Ama Oba into Oba Ukumo Dan cry. They see, say, unya aware mu anase odo ewo anigem ena nso follow the patriarchal system inti memma ewo tumi ewo emaso ewo Nigeria inti yenhwe society role play was sa as eniema we mu eho hia yie pa abra yetetew asabaya eniema wote efa wasom ehu society ne emema wotumi ye bo kura na say obema kasa ensese wotimi kasa se ye de sa na ma hye enipa na omunyina omotwom ho afiri ho a edin so society religion any faith me kwa asori mi Kristo ni ntete ya de ateteme efiri me mofra se kire se awarija ye enye enti saa nneɛma na ɛhyɛ mu ne ne gidie sɛ because wahu obi nso a ɔne ne ku atena se a ebi a na ɔboro no nanso edu mmerɛ bi no ɔmo tumi sesan a wɔnya ne ku ɔne ne te hɔ obi wɔ ɔhwɛ ne mmɔfra a ɛwɔ mu bra ɔne bɛrima na brɛ ɛne wempo de ɔyɛ dɔn mu nipa ɔnyɛ obiara kɛkɛ obetumi atwe ne ho sɛ maame nko me ɔreyɛ gyae sɛnea bɛka sɛ na mu nyama ka society nneɛma ɔmbɛka nyinaa no ɔconsider wei nyinaa na obetumi adi agye agu no mu na ɔto yɛ onipa bebree even kura yɛ kora yɛwɔ dɛm a mi yɛ sure sɛ nneɛma bi wɔ a yɛkɔ mu a ɛnyɛ ne nyinaa na yɛbɛtumi ɛne afoforɔ yɛ de akyɛ ma read stories a ebi mu ankasa a ɔmo bɛn no enim situation but omo tunifo but na den mama amene say obetimi ayde atwe ne ho omuhu pa say na betimi ayde akwakosi but na den say maame no ebetimi atwe ne ho den na den esan say obehwe ebia near society beka ebia obi betimi a take that in but ono ontimi eto obi wa beka say the ferry ani owo de fenyina mo wo because metena ho akosi say ebia bibi side ebesi ana say migidie betimi abo amade na yeden asesa na utie omo try so mutunifo migindi say ebia asofo na ana say ni nuanom ebia ntunifo but ono no tena de ho utunifo seden na say ono antimi a make decision so metimi atie ni awo ye na minyini so obeye cause ye won krofo ewo ye mantem a omo wa aware mu a ye sibri omo pa omo go through hell obetimi kura kofa no afrifie aba obehu ano asan den akọ eti maami wo eya pa se obi odi mu saa no watimi akọ but omo so omo wachire na omo sofa no society religion faith ni saa ne amani nyina no ekwan be ne befa so a yebetumi amma nipa enya freedom se ne lumba boy ne mo se obetena ma be ma ba ko aku na mema mpempem aba wa yi asede aba bisu na baba bisio eniti eya na ade ekoso a yebe se ehwe
okay
ne ye pene puma sibre
me da si kojo kansla kwesianes we are one year mak dia na abso kan biom ka hona me ma kansla emfa enchotokra because we use asem na me o ba kwesi obe ne den mintio ni ado be twato na dia me ma kansla so yeah
kwesi yeah facha me kakra now sometimes with some of these issues they are not my a bit emotional because when who say minim ma na ma ehunu ewo fie mu oba kwa aware ase a oba sare ahomachi be dware nkwala be ya aduane de ombe school
MC nya ba ko tie send message say yeah one sided na nya mema no bi so bra ma
kwesi
but so let me say this kwesi, this is not nobody's being one sided here we are asem na ba we are not discussing a topic of abuse. Yes, we are looking at a particular case in Timbacho Bebre. Sometimes you also have to get
and he's now so a snitch second shoot here. We are not discussing gender equality or table at you.
In fact, yes, abusive marriage was him. Osinachi Wachuku, Niku Abuno, and and that is the story allegedly said so next time maybe when we are looking at abusive marriage then I'm sure councillor both sides need to make but for now dear
so why ya be makro what to them now you so bo and I was soon to me warendia and then so be it was someone and the koswa ni ndukuru on panaso that's the thing another day for discussion because see this matter is very critical The critical and say I can imagine the years of torture this woman has been through.
But you have to,
I can imagine the years of torture some mommy were film before her demise. There could be other more situations. Torture, Bemandina film, knowing and not knowingly, want to menya kukudro. And there's something I think that which is happening now. Me software when I'm busy, me be saying software doesn't mean say heaven no. One more kwa warrior say one more bram has and one more brain kwan no meko heaven and heaven no more bro from kwan beko heaven and I want to know.
No.
Because in this small situation,
but so you say our dear nye baby aye kwase yakobreu.
So what is it?
Our dear add up to your life. Say me wo be a single manager. You can be wadi o se manage more. But be wadi na me ra ho dia. It is killing you. Can go to hell.
Nti mami obakwa yin.
Icha ye kwa.
Cancer, you be chat your cry.
You just want to say enkwala ni nti mintumi nko. Ejapade amene na ye ntimi ntumi nko mene na trache ya brache ye start ye no na ye nyina ye ni hwe. It doesn't make sense for him to kill you. Ti mesere say enkwala ni nti menko ejapade nti menko ya ye njap. No, you don't need all these things. Edum pempen so bia owu etwen wa dwane na gya ho na kodweren na bra.
Councillor DY Donko, yada see ewie nemwa dia ba bebo nyame hia papa councillor. Right, so I see it me ko enim odwumedie no so. Peace 1043 F entertainment reviews uni. Well, may I sure say you better say TV but sabre dey see it me ko enim ye bre no e kra so na another issue I pese di hu komo efa ye abrantie ya ba ne nyom agi hini na sempa wodi ye akotene Black Sheriff na ni aba ne say Black Sheriff ne former management team na womode insamankrata bi a ye ni ahye so ni nyina ene se womo se womo ne Black Sheriff nyomtuni womo ne no contract na contract no Black Sheriff ebuso we breachi contract no entimi ka say de womo e de asem no e kwa akodan court court nhwe na wonka bi emfa mom enti asem no akwa akopie court a ne sa na wokenkan nsem no mu a ne se ne si koya na ma minya bre na menkan portions ni bi ho anam saying eniama ni bi a Black Sheriff Ora Shadrach AJ Owusu Shadrach AJ Owusu wonu no de asemi de akwakodan court a wose Mohammed Ismail Sharif a friend no Black Sheriff court ntie na Black Sheriff dinafa ekwan bi so a enye no de enti court ntie na wonka bi emfama no so ninsem no bi ana nia wode akodan court no statement of claims enya emranim for no canon was a declaration that the defendant has breached the provisions of the contract executed between the parties. General damages for breach of contract. An order for the defendant to account for all monies received by the defendant for the exploitation of his works. An order for the defendant to pay the plaintiff 20% of all amounts in V, can make 5. An order for the payment of interest on the amount in IV from the date defendant received each payment until date of final payment. Final payment, investment in the defendant's craft from 1st April 2022 to date of final payment. VII, an order for the payment of interest on the amount of 1,124,413 Ghana cedis from 1st of April 2022 till date of final payment. April 2022 until date of final payment. IX, an order for the payment of interest on the rent amount of $24,000 from 1st April 2022 till date of final payment and cost of action. Enti niama de utums yes. Ora AJ waji bi afi Black Sheriff for papa. Ebi ni se wase contract na wo sign ye no. Black Sheriff we breach contract no. Eno echi kura no 20% interest bi wo honoma payment bi wo honoma se ono as already no ne nsaka sa 20% no wojina ade in fact 20% no kra interest e wosu nyina court no nsanyema no eno echi no sika nkwa wode ahye ye Black Sheriff na adwuma no mu eye 1,124,413 Ghana cedis. Sa sika court nji se sika no mano court ji sika no nso mano a interest e wo sa sika hu nyina no onye emfa mano eno echi no $24,000 accommodation baby a wopema Black Sheriff want na $24,000 sasika no court NG sasika no enso emfa mano interest ye rent of $24,000 no eno so court enyima no ene aka bia ono era eje wa bokra mpu court case wo de be ni nyina court enyima no enti Black Sheriff utimi yes wo bi kapa na wo kan eye document na case no was it say 9th May ho baby and say mo mbe court say the other na so what anu years so yi bibisa I'll get that portion then. Oh, I don't know. Done, sir. Man, you're off. Oh. Okay. Oh, dear, my member studio no say I didn't know. Done. Only me dear done. Enti. Cause okay. Me shall see few so na minti. Black Sheriff. Wayne Chavez. Reggie. And I'm on our way to it. At was saying.
asefem say ya duba empempe so say na ye mu bi na ye gidi senka ebetumi aye boko abra ye nkodu court because bia Black Sheriff akokwa o pimpim kona saa niema we ba be for ne din ho no enya de ye be boa no cause we made no credibility is at stake doma show say o internet so na Google story say about Black Sheriff sued by management ni nyina anya de a emboa odini no ene o brand no at this time I fear utintim eba no enti ne yagidi senka ombetimi ne no atena se asolve na amicably niema aba from a year almost challenge side any sheriff no so encommodate say there has been some error somewhere eno ntino nka yebetimi age atom se enfom so aba yentena se na yenka ne boko o hwe enyum kra nansin ode baaye amanfo kirechemu a ase ensem ni bi ho ka kire ne former management no of course why na onyam from soda wa wo se onyam from soda no the kind na dey na tobo no ni nyina o married meanings recently awards so I call 3 music awards me kra me wono me ka say anka ebi oje award nko betimi abombudin wo ho in a way to tell them someone so mabuabi because no so mo ho but credit na na ekoma road boys other interviews bia oyeye o hwe okay na na oba o se o me lawyers hwe edi ho komo bibia kire se ase they are ready to face them on na onipa no so hwe se benso mi di misika hwe mo ase nipa yi epeso obuma mi nim ti ase me de sika na amdi be se mi kwa ase mato eden egu enti saade a ene yemfanfa emra kwan so na se no krese ye wo contract bi na emra ne wo mu pepepe dia na ene me so ne am sabe kanamaka but there is another story say about a week ago sheriff mu the krata bi koma ye Chavez omo epese omo buy out from the contract because there's a buyout clause in the contract na sakrata ne koye no omansum omo chese sika na so omo buy out no betimi ba omansum na omo so after that no omo so my dey akwa serve Black Sheriff e court no court de what the kan akọ eno chese bia what the bim na mom no ne amesre ne se be ya 8 days na de amom no omo nya fast na omo correspond to that na say alternative dispute resolution bi number ya omo emfemra na omo nya asam no free court na emra fee cause even the energy any mre kra wo de betwa kwan de bia na ye ko back and forth no me nyi ni say beboa Black Sheriff now a sabre o top chat we wiase afa na nyina ne career no page no ye wo musicians bebra sa na ma we akoati oma bebre na ntimi ansori and other brands almost share wo ne ade sa story nyina eba ho a bebre na betimi ayre atwom ho afro ho it is on betimi akotwe abafie no matter because Chavez me nyini say owo Sheriff ho adwemboni bia na mom ba bia ekeka kodo no so pese ode ne nsasi fam na omani e mayede ekoso eti me expect say ombeye out of court settlement.
All right.
Na ama bibia etwetra.
Tile kweni pa mamintio.
I guess my questions keke because deal now first pass now casting they should the preventing Black Sheriff from performing certain songs, those kind of things no. And you in particular because some of the songs no artists it wasn't under or sorry to say auspices no or yes no the song the rights and everything it belongs to another person paid for and done already. And how do you put embargo on adia went to yahoka? And also your other questions and maybe person bisa say second someone remix kweku the travel and are you saying he can't perform that because and no na uti ahun we bia went to Yahoshi. So I was thinking, say, ABR, see we no, because who's you artist, and I say, if you are someone the artist, the question is, they have a deal with a bigger label that is saying that we will have the right to exploit all of these things to our benefit. So, the people say, why now was someone omunya and yet the label ni no. And now because Mentia say you are putting an embargo on the artist. Meanwhile, you didn't pay for all those things. So most of those things I would say he shouldn't use. No, and you would You didn't pay for it, so how do you say that he can't perform it? Or restricting the same because say material now will canon a year would dia and I will don't perform fair sermon because it was under year we paid for it and as will perform as benyana say you didn't pay for the second sermon remix, you didn't pay for Kweku the Traveler, and so how do you make money or you want to put embargo from on him from performing those things? And I mean I'm hoping say as the days go by and it will be a bit clearer because when you don't own the rights to it, Empire phone only the rights to it, so how do you put embargo on him not performing those things? And I mean
Question is mami tio
yo kwasi pacho na bibisa kakra Sheriff I hear fan what is say what I want to papa ne fie wa
me nim but me assure said nanwa abranti and bar no papa ne fie odi so making clear say on ho.
Okay na kwasi asam way the part a ha me kakra ne say and nay ayete ha no ma ye ka say me share the struggle a lot of musicians go through to get a financer so be between a sponsor mo. Me share frustrations are artists name to be able to get financial support for sponsors bet me push your brand amana cost. We are in the times and seasons the creative art is really struggling with financing. People sikam why ding at the creative art industry. Until it is a moment ye ina ye betan radio so ye gu so yesre ankra buying individuals say ye be hwese nkan crowdfund metumi de omahodin de musika e de creative art ma creative art atumpon. Until say ukoda nyane anopa na uhuru say court bibisa ene na me wiase mansan ina to a top brand such as Sheriff say na ekoso na wo hwese de a nenam Google no ho anhwan ne babia nenam wo hwe babia information ne twakoda na we am hwehwe because a basa na the confidence of coming to sit here and appeal for corporate world and corporate Ghana private individuals to put their money into creative art no na sabe because wa wo kan wi a na wo sen afem kwasi de atene say wo check here ye betra ha no discuss e bra sa asem we buy ya ye started ye discussing we bra about the contract ko sign ye na de so Salamat Beka me is almost about 2 months ni e ko 2 months ni and ye betra ha no ye kan ho asem e bra e ko ba say papa no feel say na branti betra ha o say we bitiri papa no one ni person one ni be ye adwuma bim aye kan ho sensem no eti kwasi na me person at least out of name Mrantia etwa Sheriff wi na ahia no at least nka ye betumi abomodin anyanyansani ba ko bi etumi de na sifom atumi akọ forward say dabi asem we na eboboba no say ya ye transi unless say the mini akodwo kan no unless say baby Sheriff abone bredu sese no wanya a strong financial muscle ana bia obi so promise no say guy don't mind whatever the man go take na go pay. Ukona so see $2 million kwa bejis ka go tua. And there na me kwasi me ho so meni asem bi aka. But say wa so Sheriff no say wo transia na hwo won ye fra bibi personal assessment. As I said black Sheriff no transia no personal assessment say. Kwasi aboje so enema na papa ne dia to krata so ni na no ese Sheriff transe anadwe ya ye kwakodai oso transia no bisa na wo say aso nsama papa we na kan ina no ebi wo mu a midifo anase midibim anase me wo anuye a metumi dia ma papa no at the court anase dia papa ni kanina no enyampa nti asem ne ko transfer court wa midibim se Sheriff tumi ye confident na so tumi wo gidie se dia papa ni kanina de ntwato so papa no wo bo ne sire mu aka bibi keke nempo akwa se bia na ya wagidin wo wiase nti ena papa no sebe waye nibrifo washa da de na kogina ono akwakwa ketekete wode na kogina court a wokwaje 1 million Ghana cedis every ne ho ene nema bebre say Sheriff ene ne road boys won betuma transia de akwa nwunwunim ene ya eguso aye kasai won munye meeting entrance no mun bi so mo sa question say me bi say na say aso won hwa won ye okay so won nye okay dia ene na messe bebre say ye wo papa bi wo soro dan ya yetimu no soro aye fe ne Father Dixon and then mre wo to America America papa yi wo mbabu nkotoje nsra papa se ebe ya wonko srema omo na asɛmwe yentumi rodro mfirifie na asɛmwe nka enye bɔkɔ because kwasi no kura ne yankopɔ animu ni asɛm a wohu ne saa no obi te akire a sɛ woni hiani na edili dia sɛ yade a Sheriff woni hiani bi na edili dia kwasi abɔgye nka asɛmwe die anka yebetuma na menko but obi a wabɔbra na sika wɔ ne nsɛm na wa ready say Supreme Court called obekɔ die kwasi asɛmwe it is far from ending.
Okay, midasi. I'm sure you'll be doing community so in the coming program days. No, yawada iradia da remember so. Mamenda kujo kina si. Mamenda kusiene stasi. Minda tili kuyeni panso asi ewe omoboami ewojumedie so. Hanum senior DC. Yada masi papa mo amutie jumedie bi. Entertainment review returns on Thursday. God willing, Asidan Koma Salamat Paintil.
Killer don't lie when I say I did it. Big stars, big cash, my way, but still a family.
What time, Echi? Me, I see you media the Bremo.
Still I can't believe.
Peter Square and Pretty Joyce. Boy, streamy. Eddie Maya. Me, I'm doing what I'm because you're watching me.
Pop hands in the air.
No.
Still I can't believe.
Want to make out? Ye Jemo.
What you expect from me?
Na ya dia kwanso bebro dwumedie e dia bremo dia nkan kwa me ebo ba betrim kwesi aboaji ni hanum sei nam demisi mo damase ene enso ye me ma me awoda o anyway if you adore fasha ma trinkwa awoda stronko happy birthday to you if you adore